TYFU.
All right.
I think I ought to at least try to look like I'm looking shitty intentionally.
Yeah.
Right? Because that makes it okay.
Like shabby chic, but not the kind that
old and worn.
No, like devil may care.
Devil may care.
Devil may
chic.
care.
Mm-hmm.
That needs to be brought back more.
Yeah.
A little devil may care. Love that.
I love it too.
We'll work on it. We'll work on spinning that into some merch. I feel like every 4 episodes we come up with another piece of merch that we never make.
We never produce. Absolutely. But stay tuned.
Stay tuned and tell people to sponsor our podcast because that could directly funnel into.
Or you could just buy the merch that we have now.
That's true.
Which we've got stickers.
Mugs.
We've got mugs. We've got travel mugs.
We've got hoodies. The coffee mugs are better, though.
My favorite thing is my hoodie, but I also love my coffee mug.
Oh, your favorite thing is a hoodie. I still don't have one.
Oh, okay.
Because you got yourself one and your friends some, but none for me.
Well, yes, that's true.
Thank you. So I wouldn't know about the hoodie, guys, but the coffee mug, the meager coffee mug is 10 out of 10. I use it all the time.
You had, didn't you get a TYFU candle when we had the limited edition candles?
I did, and I burned the shit out of it.
I've been saving mine. I have it's one of those like sacred candles that I can never actually light.
Do you put your sacred candles in the underwear drawer?
No. Is that a thing?
I do. Okay, if I have a sacred candle that I love the smell, but I don't... This now sounds weird saying it out loud. If I love the smell of the candle,
yes,
but I don't want to burn it, I put it in my panty drawer so that my underpants smell like that candle, I guess.
Okay. Well, like
that's
a sachet.
Yes, that's
like
a thing that people do. Old ladies do that. They put soap in the drawer. They put sachets, potpourri. I just put the secret candle in there.
Okay, well, if you like Marilla, put candles in your panty drawer.
In your panty drawer.
Write in and let us know. Maybe we'll do a poll.
Yeah, and maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll give away a candle. Who knows? Who knows what could happen?
We're out of candles.
Just kidding. It was limited edition.
We'll give away something. We'll send you a sticker.
Great idea.
Okay. Anyway, today in retail. You got a today in retail?
I have a couple today in retails. You might have seen this on our threads. You probably didn't because you're probably living your life. Today in retail, a customer came up to the counter with a friend. And while her friend was ringing up her items, this customer picked up a jar of Play-Doh and proceeded to open the Play-Doh, brand new, uncracked, open the Play-Doh, and then take out a chunk of
like
Play-Doh.
You do.
Like you do if it's yours.
I know.
She took out a chunk of Play-Doh, started rolling it in her hands.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. First, she stuck her finger all the way down to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Which is weird behavior.
On a number of levels.
On a number of levels would make anyone feel uncomfortable. She takes out the chunk. She's rolling it in her hand. And then the final straw, she takes this hot ball of Play-Doh and squashes it on her friend's arm. Mm-hmm. Her friend then says, "Oh my God, what is that?" And she goes, "Oh, it's Play-Doh. Isn't that fun?" And they both laugh their heads off. And the customer who just molested our Play-Doh comes up, buys a, pack of gum. It was a $4 purchase.
But not the Play-Doh.
Not interested in the Play-Doh at all.
So really just kind of felt to you like a you break it, you buy it kind of situation.
Yeah,
you play with it, you take it home with you.
Yeah, and
you rub it on your friend. You get your greasy, nasty hand oils all over it.
You insert your finger to the third knuckle.
That's really, I'd say that's the breaking point.
Yes, if you insert your finger to the third knuckle into my Play-Doh.
taking me back to your underwear drawer somehow. But okay.
You're buying. You should be buying my Play-Doh, or at least taking it on a date first.
So did you say all that to the customer?
No, because
you need to take that Play-Doh on a date first.
Here's.
You wish you had.
I wish I had, but here's the kicker. I had walked out of my store like 10 minutes before this happened, and my employee was there, and it happened while she was distracted. She wasn't sure if I would want her to force this molested Play-Doh onto the customer. I mean, I have to say, that's never happened to me before. Mm-hmm. I don't fault her for not...
Sure. What do you do? What do you do?
What do you do? I did tell her, though, next time someone violates our Play-Doh, you can absolutely just ring it up with their other purchases.
Yeah, sure.
Just make the assumption that they are taking that Play-Doh
why would you do
home
that
with
unless you're going to buy it? It reminds me of Yvette this week was posting something about tourists ripping the flowers out of the flower beds.
Ew.
They're just walking around town, and so they see a planter in front of the bank, and they just grab all its flowers
and rip it up.
Yeah, so that they can have flowers. So that they can put a flower.
When they're on vacation, they can put it in their
flower in their hair, put it in their buttonhole.
Have an arrangement for their Airbnb.
Yes, exactly right. So they just go to a local business, and they're like, that's mine now.
Yeah.
No, not cut, Marilla.
Just yank. Dang.
So, and what is the point? It just seems very presumptive.
Very presumptuous. Very presumptuous. Presumptuous Play-Doh behavior. Mm-hmm. I am clearly still not over it because I'm raging about it a week later.
Yeah, it's gross.
I did take the Play-Doh home.
It's like chewing gum and putting it back.
Kind of, yeah.
I don't know why.
That's kind of a universal thing, like Play-Doh, silly putty, like any of those things, molding clay. All of those things, I think
only the owner gets to touch those.
I think they're yours after you start smushing them and you put your fingernails in them and your skin cells. I don't want to paint too much of a picture here, but anyway, it was rude.
Definitely rude.
But now I do have a jar of Play-Doh, and I have been wanting a reason to bring a jar of Play-Doh home for a long time, and now I do.
So thank you is what you meant to say.
What I mean to say is the customer's always right, and I'm so glad that happened.
So that's not your only Today in Retail is what you're telling me.
My other Today in Retail is we have a man that frequents our shop. And at our shop, we refill local honey. People are very excited about this. We sell a lot of local honey. It is a lot of fun. This man, every time he comes in, extremely pleasant, extremely chill vibes. Every time he comes in, at some point during his purchase of honey, which is usually a large jar, he goes, "Oh, thank goodness. I just have such a honey fetish." Like, that's maybe one. And then another time he'll be like, "Oh, I'm glad I'm stocked up. I have the biggest honey fetish." He says it every time he comes in. Mm-hmm. And I don't know
if it's like literal. Is it literal?
I don't know.
Does he literally have a honey fetish?
Judgment. If you do, you're supporting a local business with your fetish.
And whatever, we don't judge. Whatever your things are, go.
Go off, King. Sticky King. But I also can't really get a vibe as to whether this man is saying the word fetish, like if it means what he thinks it means.
Oh, I see.
Like it kind of feels like he's just trying to say he really loves honey.
Mm-hmm. And he doesn't know that it's kind of a little bit.
That it's kind of a little bit spicy. To be talking about with every young woman behind the register that's ringing up, that's pouring the honey in front of you.
I mean, that sounds hot. I gotta say.
It is. Yeah, but I just
I have a honey fetish.
I love it.
I've suddenly
who
developed a
wouldn't?
honey fetish.
It's a today in retail because it happens frequently. It cracks me up. We can never ask. We can never clarify.
What do you mean by that?
Like we can,
Sir?
how we can,
What do you mean by honey fetish, sir?
Do you mean that in the, like you like it a lot or like you do sexy stuff with it? Like you enjoy honey while you are having intercourse? What's the professional way to get to know your customer better in that arena? You don't.
You don't.
You don't.
No, you got to let that go.
You go, oh, well, I'm happy to help. That'll be $10. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
really fun.
There's mine.
Especially for him. Yeah.
Especially for him. Yeah.
And now a word from our sponsor.
You know how we've been inviting sponsors to join the TYFU family.
Yes.
And those sponsors help us to pay our bills. Mm-hmm. When we've shouted out for sponsors and invited people to join us so often, we've had local businesses.
Yes. Which we love.
Which we love.
To promote a local business that we love. And it is a beautiful relationship. They're supporting a local podcast. But we have a patron. We're delighted.
A private citizen.
A friend of the podcast
Came forward and said, I'd like to write you a check. And this person who I shall not name, because
Anonymous.
This person would like to remain anonymous, said that they just really like listening and find a lot of meaning and humor and touching, poignant stories, and they want to see the podcast continue.
Let's take this moment to say some nice things about
Our anonymous benefactor.
Is very good looking.
Our anonymous benefactor.
has a warm embrace.
Our anonymous benefactor.
Has excellent taste.
Our anonymous benefactor.
Has great comebacks.
Our anonymous benefactor.
Has a generous spirit.
Our anonymous benefactor.
Has nice hair.
Our anonymous benefactor.
Is a certified badass.
Our anonymous benefactor.
Is an excellent driver.
Our anonymous benefactor.
Fears no man. Thank you.
Our anonymous benefactor.
For understanding. All right. Well, I feel like we've done a full episode already, but do you want to?
I do too. I feel therapized. I talked about something that enraged me. I talked about something that brought me joy. I think it's time to rip an envelope.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, rip. And the topic this week is dress code.
Dress code. I can't wait. Oh, it's such a spectrum in small business. I think. I think.
Well, right, because you could have a uniform. I mean, some small businesses have uniforms.
Plenty.
And some are just totally I don't think have any dress code or
No.
standard whatsoever.
She's talking about me. And she's talking about Marilla's Mindful Supplies.
Have you ever had a job where you had to wear a uniform?
Listen, my mom tried. I worked for the family business, and Lord knows that my mother tried to get her children to wear the official T-shirts. Mm-hmm. I mean, sometimes if everything else was dirty, I would wear a T-shirt that had our business name on
You
it.
cut them off at the midriff, though, right? And
Tucked them up under the bra.
That sounds
They just
on brand,
weren't-
both for the business and you.
Exactly. They weren't cute. And of course, if I was working with my father, we had to most of the time. So yeah, I would say maybe that was one place I was supposed to wear one, but I was also the owner's daughter, so I could do whatever I want.
Okay, Nepo baby.
Nepo baby. How about you? Did you ever work someplace with a strict dress code?
Well, sure. My first job at the burger slinging joint, we had to wear jeans and like a green polo.
Okay. Jeans and a polo.
Yeah.
Cool.
It sounds more jaunty than it was.
Yeah.
I didn't really love the look. It was during sort of my darker phase.
Oh, it was
you know.
goth Beth. It doesn't sound very goth Beth. Jaunty blue jeans and a green polo.
I didn't feel like it was in alignment with my spirit, let's just say.
Did you wear black eyeliner though?
No, not really.
All right.
I mean, yeah.
It didn't really. It didn't.
I couldn't even bear to show up for this thing really
no.
with any kind of effort. After that, we went to the grocery store that I've talked about
Yes,
so
the
lovingly.
Garden of Delights.
The Garden
I
of
believe.
Delights.
We know it as.
Where the girls, as we were called,
The girls
had to wear smocks, of all things, which were shapeless, gray.
I
kind
don't
of
believe
like-
you. You told me so many boys fell in love with you. I think you brought some.
Despite it.
I think you
because
brought,
I was completely naked under the smock.
You brought some shape to that smock.
Yeah, I belted it. I
Yeah.
cinched it.
Right. You
No,
had
not
to.
really. No, it was terrible. It was
That's
awful.
brutal.
It
And
was
gray.
Gray.
Not even
yeah,
like
super drab.
You know what
kind
I'm
of a green gray.
envisioning for
Yeah.
our TYFU smocks? Like pink with maybe a mauve piping around the edges.
Sort of like
Or-
a 50s bowling shirt kind of look. Is that what it is?
Yes. So keep an eye on our
Okay,
website.
yeah,
So
right.
you wore
That's
a
the merch.
gray smock, like
Right.
Depressingville.
Depressingville.
Damn.
Yeah. And then I worked in some clothing stores. We've discussed this.
I remember Victoria's Secret.
Right.
Was there a dress code at Victoria's Secret?
That one was harder to enforce. I mean, there was an assumption that we were all wearing the
best bra.
the gear.
What's the
the
word?
miracle bra?
The miracle bra. Yeah.
But they didn't really check.
What? I worked at Aldo, a shoe store, and you can tell if you're like what shoes you're wearing. And so they didn't like enforce that you had to wear Aldo shoes,
Yeah.
but they gave such a hefty discount.
That it was hard not to.
It was hard not to. And so it was kind of an unspoken dress code that we were all wearing Aldo shoes.
I don't know if Aldo shoes are the best for 8 to 10 hours a day on your feet
No.
in retail.
They're so not, especially on concrete floors.
Yeah.
But I was 17, 18. You can do anything.
Yeah.
And I could do those shoes
Yes.
all day long.
God bless you.
Yeah.
And your lost youth.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. I had a pair of electric blue 4-inch stilettos.
Are you sure you don't still have those? I feel like I've seen those.
I finally wore them into the ground. They fell apart.
Oh, wow.
One thing about me, I wear my heels like sneakers. Like they're going to fall apart. So yeah, that was an unspoken dress code.
So you have cleverly made a line of
Yes.
Marilla's basically pajamas.
Yes.
That you have deemed
Appropriate.
for the workplace
Yes.
because it's branded Marilla's.
And it's the only branded Marillas, really, truly. Like, we have the only other branded item at the store would be our thrifted t-shirts, which is not really that much of a step up from athleisure. I would argue that it's in the same category. So
I'm just saying you are a genius. You have geniusly created.
the world's most comfortable at work uniform.
Right.
I wasn't going to say it, but I can tell you were. So I said it.
Yeah. Also, then you turn around and sell it to other people.
I love it. I love it. I still love it. We do a limited edition color like once a year, and I'm still not tired of it. And I will die on the hill that if you wear the cloud blue sweatshirt with the cloud blue joggers and a crisp pair of sneakers, you look as professional as the Wall Street Sharks.
The
you know?
next lady watching Netflix and eating popcorn.
Yeah,
You look just as professional as she does.
Answers. Yeah.
I have one of those powder blue, Marilla's blue sweatshirts.
You do have the sweatshirt.
Yep. I think maybe my child has absconded
They're
with it.
heavy duty sweatshirts.
She might have it in her closet right now, but
I wouldn't blame her. I wouldn't blame her. And we're about to run a new color. And you better buckle up. You're going to be sick of us.
Well, I'll tell you what, I am a little mad about your work uniform
Talk about
because
it.
I didn't think
See
of
what
it.
I did there?
Yeah. Nice move.
about it, Beth.
And I just fell for it, didn't I? I just walked right in
Right
and started
into it.
talking about it. I'm jealous I didn't think of it. I'm jealous of how cute they are.
Ooh.
I'm jealous of I don't know. I also want to wear pajamas to work, but I don't think that my environment, I don't think that my store would feel the same in my store.
I agree.
You can't, Beth. You can't do it.
do it because I did it first. No, I really don't think that you can't do it because I did it first. Because in my mind, when you were saying this, and I was listening to you, but I was also thinking of my own thoughts to say. I was thinking,
Stop talking, Beth, so I can talk.
I was thinking, ooh, maybe Stomping Grounds has these velour little
know,
zip
that's
up
what I need,
situations.
something like that.
Yeah, like a
Cat suit.
or what about like a velour for like nice days, but on rainy days, it's like a 90s windbreaker getup. Like color block.
Why? Why does that feel
just
right?
Say yes to the vision. No, but then obviously I reeled it back in. As you said, you didn't know if that would feel right for your store. And it's true. I don't know that the vibe of your store is cozy pajamas, even though it's a bookstore and that lends itself to like curling up by the fire with a book. I think the vibe of your store is like cute boots and like interesting skirts and dresses and blouses,
Right.
Which is what you wear. So maybe I've just been programmed by your vibe, but it feels very, I don't know. It feels right. If I walked in and saw somebody in like a little skirt and some cutie little like lace up shoes, I'd be like, oh, that makes sense.
Yes. Okay.
Maybe some horn rimmed glasses. I'd be
Okay.
like, oh, yeah.
That's pretty much the vibe.
Right.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
can't, athleisure doesn't make sense in Stomping Grounds.
I don't think it
know
does
why.
as much as I
don't know
love
why.
athleisure.
Yeah.
As
So-
much as I love the Stomping Ground windbreaker set.
Do you have employees that wear your pet pajama set to work
Yes.
besides you?
Yes, I do. And I will say we've had real peaches that work for us who are very mindful, surprise, surprise, of being professional, or at least according to what I'm wanting to present, like of what the vision of the brand is. And so even though I have worn my joggers and sweatshirt to work and lived a happy life doing it, my employee, like the first time my employee was like, is it okay if I wear that to work? And I was like, absolutely. And then I had another one at my other location that was like, is it okay if I wear this to work? And I was like, absolutely. I literally tell them, sure, just make sure that, your hair's brushed and you got some like
Right.
clean shoes on.
Right.
I was like, that's the trick to wearing sweats at work. You heard it here first, guys. Like, do your hair, maybe your makeup if you're a makeup girl, and like make sure your shoes are clean. And then it's done. It doesn't matter what's in between the feet and the
yeah.
brain.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It is. It works for
Because
us.
it does look cute too.
I think so. And honestly, we sell them when we're wearing them. When we're wearing them to work, we sell them. People have fun with it. It's almost like there have been times where I have sold a full set, joggers and a sweatshirt, because I'm wearing joggers and a sweatshirt. And it's like I've given this person permission to wear joggers and a sweatshirt, like out and about anywhere they want.
Yes.
And then we both wear our pajamas out and about wherever we want. I don't know. It's fun. But they do look nice, guys, okay? It's not like my Scooby-Doo pajama pants, okay? Like, it's a nice look.
It is. Yeah.
It's clean. I know that I am totally guilty. I don't have a dress code written down. I just operate solely on vibes. And, like, thankfully, I've not had an issue. If I did, I would say, hey, I can see your butt cheek. Maybe that's not cool.
Funny you should mention butt cheeks, Marilla, because
It always is.
I was thinking about how you have a second job and it's in a band.
Oh, you're going to talk about my butt cheeks.
I mean, it's
Go on.
If the skirt doesn't fit.
All right, keep going.
So during your day job, you're covered like basically ankle to wrist to
the
neck.
hood. Yeah. The little like hoodie. Yeah.
You're like very modest.
Very modest.
And then at some place around 5:30, 6:30, you just whip all that off.
Yep.
And then you kind of wear your underwear, your candle-scented underwear to your other job.
Candle-scented panties. Yeah.
So talk about that, your different uniforms.
It's weird to make that switch. I do have to consciously think about it. There are many, 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 many days where I am going from the shop directly to a gig where I'm going to be on stage, and I dress differently, obviously, when I'm at work, because I want different reactions from people, and I'm doing a different job, and it requires a different reaction from people. And I think the way you dress impacts that. So the days that are trickiest are if I'm like gonna be interviewing for something, like an article or something, or someone's going to come in and take photos of the shop. Like, I want that to look a certain way and represent my shop a certain way, and people to look at that photo and be like, oh, she's a certain way.
Yes.
And it's totally different than what I want people to look at the band and say, oh, this is a certain way. I want to see our band plays like old timey music, but we play it in very current clubs. And so we balance this, like, our band is older guys, and we balance this old with the young of the sisters. And I'm not saying like we're up there stripping or anything.
No, and I'm teasing, of course.
Oh yeah, no. I totally get it. But absolutely, we're dressing like
performers.
Like, we are showing a lot of leg, okay? Because, maybe you see through the window and you go, wow, 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 wow. And then you come in. It's business, Like,
yes.
We've got our boobies pushed up. We've got our butt cheeks out a little bit. Okay, sue us.
If it pays the bills.
Okay, we get you in the door, and then you're like, wow, you know what? I thought this girl was only boobs and butt cheek, but she's got a great voice, too. That's what we want. No, I mean, both my sisters are extremely talented, and it doesn't really matter what we wear, but we enjoy getting dressed up a whole different way than our day jobs for our gigs.
And I think your outfits are part of the fun, like the
so
sparkle, the way that you guys sometimes coordinate with each other. And
through the years, I think that has been good for just like dressing a certain way at my store is good for the brand of my store. Through the years, there has been conscious thought that we've put into the way we dress and present ourselves with the band that has become very fun. I mean, really what fueled it is like, what do we want to wear that we never get to wear?
Sure.
Like, that's really what it stems from usually. And then we coordinate. But through the years, I can't tell you how many comments we've gotten from men and women alike who are like, oh, we love to come and see what you guys are wearing. And it seems like you have a new dress every time, which we don't. But it's fun and it's glam. And there's not a lot of that in our scene. So it's
in our lives.
Or in our lives, really. And so it's fun. And I think it encourages... This is the other thing I'll say about it, the thought process that goes into what we wear for gigs versus what I wear for my day job. Us dressing in like sparkles and satin and high heels and big hair, it's like, it sometimes gives the listener or the fan permission to wear that thing that they've never worn, like that they never get to wear. Because to our show.
Yeah.
And we do some shows that are more fancy than others, but it's always that like, wear that thing you never get to wear. Those like sequin pants, wear them.
Yes.
Because we're going to match you. Like, we're going to be here, so you're not going to be the only person looking like a glam girl or boy. So, yeah, that's another part of it that I think is fun that kind of happened without us even thinking about it.
Well, the point is sometimes outfits set a tone.
Right.
And
good segue.
That's why I think dress codes are important.
Which, yeah, I would agree too. And that's why at some point I might write one down. But for now, you said you have one.
I do. And I was driven to it. I was driven to it.
Not from glam sequins and fun times.
No, just from some instances over the years.
Okay.
Between many different employees. I'm not going to call any
All right.
1 or 3 or 5 out.
Okay, fine.
But some things started to concern me a little bit.
After how many years had you been in business before you decided that you needed to write down a dress code? Like, how many years had gone by? Like
12 or 13, I would say.
Okay, yes. See, I'm not due. It's not due for me yet. I got some time.
Because I think, I mean, for one thing, I guess, how should I say this? I was making assumptions that everybody knew what was appropriate to wear to work in a retail store.
Ooh, so
until I found out that not everybody agreed on what those natural assumptions were.
Right. Not everyone grew up with the same expectations that we did. Interesting.
Yep. And not everyone, and I understand why, takes my business as seriously as I do. Right?
Right.
If it's your kind of like after school gig and it's not your livelihood and your life's work.
Right.
It's kind of a different feeling.
Totally.
Right?
Totally.
So I did.
It might not even cross your mind.
Sure. Why not?
Right.
Although one would think, Marilla, that if the school dress codes were being enforced.
Yes.
Which they're not, then you could come right from school to work. I'm mentioning this, and maybe we'll edit it, but my child and I have ongoing discussions about what is appropriate for her to wear to school. Right?
I was the queen of wanting to wear inappropriate stuff, and my dad and I would always fight.
Right. And this is, somebody's a prude when they have to say, and I'm not a prude.
My dad never said that.
Oh, I've said that to my kid, and I'm not a prude.
Yeah.
But I don't want your butt cheeks hanging out at school.
Thank you, Mom. And that's on God, as the kids would say.
Whatever. I mean, Leo does have some standards, although they're a little bit more lax than mine.
I raged about a couple outfits that I should have been able to wear that now, if I see girls out and about that are children, literal children, I'm like clutching my pearls. How could someone let them out of the house like that when myself, at that same age, was rolling my shorts up so that my butt cheeks were hanging out as soon as I got to where I was going? I mean, I lived through it. I guess the moral of the story is,
So I think the reason I'm always trying to explain that it's not because I'm a prude, because I'm not trying to slut shame or whatever else. I don't care.
Look at me on stage.
Enjoy your body.
Right, girl.
Show it off.
Yes.
Wear whatever you want to wear.
Yes.
But I feel like there has to be a sense of respect and decorum, both in school and in the workplace.
Yes.
I just feel like, what is this world coming to?
Are we just going to devolve into sounding like two little old ladies?
We're like the people who are like never see jeans in the workplace.
Oh,
or what the heck is this? Casual Fridays. Oh my goodness.
Ugh. Casual Friday means smart casual. Khakis and a button down instead of a jacket.
I know, maybe you can loosen your tie.
But see, I am the biggest hypocrite. I feel exactly the same way, Beth. But then on a certain Friday afternoon, maybe it's a Wednesday. Who knows?
Maybe it's a Monday morning.
I want to wear a see-through shirt, or I want to wear a dress that barely covers my buns.
Yes.
I wore a dress to work the other day and waltzed into your store.
Yes, and we caught each other out, right? We caught each other out because...
We did. And I literally came in. I was test driving this dress, guys. It's a short dress. It's a tight dress. I'm fine with it. But I was like, man, is this going to ride up on me all through work? So I had little shorts on underneath. I walk it to Beth's. I literally thought to myself, does this pass the fingertip test? It does not. But a long time ago, I decided that the fingertip test was not for me because I have very long fingers. So it's not fair. So anyway, I waltzed into Beth's store basically wearing a long shirt.
A very tight, sort of long shirt.
But it was in our brand color, and that's what was so important. And I had Beth check it, and we started chit-chatting about dress code. And what were you wearing, Beth?
I was wearing a new number. That really pushed to the edges of my own written down dress code, which we'll get to.
It was see-through. It had keyhole peekaboos all over it. And by the way, I loved it, as I'm sure you loved my dress. And I don't think
you looked good in your dress.
And you looked
I just
great in
didn't
your
think
shirt.
it was work appropriate. And certainly not for stomping grounds. It wouldn't have been.
Yeah, but you know what? I think your shirt would have been appropriate for my place.
I know, because you have no
business.
standards over there.
I know, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. I sit here and I'm like, oh God, people wear jeans too many times in the work week. But then again, I'm letting people wear see-through shirts. Mm-hmm. I also think sometimes I'm a bad influence to my little tiny baby girls that come in with their moms. One time, I remember this till the day I die, I was behind my counter in like this little belly shirt that had little ties across, belly button out, but I had trousers on. So it was pretty profesh for the most part. But this little girl was like belly button height, like her eyes were just right there. And I'm ringing them up, and she's like, Mom, she's wearing a belly shirt at work. And the mom was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, it is my store. And I was like, and when you grow up, you can wear a belly shirt at your store too.
Oh.
Because I mean, it's true.
If you're the boss, you get to make the rules. Right.
And I try to be consistent with that too. I tell my people, it's like, I don't have it written down, but I tell my people, it's like, as long as it's tasteful, I'm okay with it. If it's a see-through
that's
shirt,
all in the eye of the beholder.
I know, it's so true. I mean, I guess it's ultimately, if it's tasteful to me, it's fine. But that's not fair to
The
people.
shirt that you saw me in the other day was definitely, you could definitely see my bra. And I feel like it was a tasteful bra exposure.
I was just about to say that. I was like, I not only think it was tasteful bra exposure, I think it was a tasteful bra.
Thank you, Marilla. Thank you.
Overkill. It wasn't. You weren't trying to prove anything.
No, my breasts speak for themselves, actually.
But it was funny because we walked in and we were both pretty much in violation of both written down and unspoken dress codes.
Yes.
Because we're the boss.
Yeah, but I do like to set a good example. Mm-hmm. And I don't usually break my own dress code. And even that, because my dress code specifically says no midriff.
Oh, yeah. I haven't brought down the hammer on midriff. There may be a day.
For yourself?
Maybe. I'll never say never.
If you say it to the employees, you have to, I think, live it yourself.
I totally agree.
Okay.
For the most part.
So what else do I have on my dress code that I was forced to make because I just couldn't believe some of the stuff I was seeing? But I don't want you to have holes in your clothes. Ooh. And I don't want your clothes to be dirty, even if you think you're an artist and paint splatter looks okay.
Yes.
I think that's not too much to ask. Right?
I think so too. I'm literally thinking of all the times I have violated everything that you're saying.
But yes, and me too, because
Okay,
there
all
were
right.
holes. Technically, there were holes in the see-through shirt that I wore the other day, but they weren't ripped.
I know what you mean.
But you know,
Rips.
like this ripped
Distressed.
jeans thing is all the
Distressed.
rage. And I have some distressed jeans
Yeah. Listen.
that I have worn to work.
I know.
So
How are we going to air this?
that we can't ever. I hope the employees don't listen to this. Mine, at least. God.
We can never air this
such a
episode.
hypocrite.
We need to be brave, Beth. We need to press on. What
All
else
right.
is on your list?
So in my list, I also have that the length of your shorts skirts should be the finger test. They need to pass the finger
All right,
test.
listen. I'm going to show you. I'm going to stand up right now, and I want you to look at my fingers. Guys, I'm doing it.
You do seem to be able to almost reach your knee. I will
Like a
admit that.
Neanderthal.
Gazelle.
I'm just saying.
You can. I do think that that's interesting that you can almost reach your knee.
Too bad my dad's dead.
God, Marilla.
I wouldn't make him listen to this episode. Proven. Vindicated. But, you know, for the most part, with people with normal arms and fingers, I think that's a great rule.
Okay.
I'm just special.
Okay.
Next.
Let's see. I do say conceal the midriff.
Conceal the midriff.
I say that you can wear sleeveless shirts, but I do not want spaghetti straps.
Ooh.
Now, this caused some pushback.
Okay. Tell me more.
Some of my employees felt that that was unreasonable, but I feel like there's something that feels very casual about a spaghetti strap in the way that it was being
In the way that it was being
yeah.
displayed at the
you
time.
can wear a prom dress with a spaghetti strap.
Right.
And that's elegant.
Very
but
fancy.
I didn't feel like this
It was that level of elegance.
kind of tank top with the spaghetti strap felt professional enough. So
I would agree. And I think that's where it gets kind of like murky too, when you're sitting down to make a dress code, because I have some beautiful blouses, I would say, that are spaghetti strapped.
Sure, they're probably silk.
Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe silk. I have some black bodysuit kind of numbers that are spaghetti strap that I have worn to work with like a very profesh looking skirt, maybe slacks that look, and some like jewelry. I think that's different.
Yeah.
But then how do you put that on paper?
Yes.
Like if you look like $1 million in your spaghetti strap,
Then fine,
you can
yes,
wear it.
exactly. But there have been moments, like even sometimes like a midriff will walk in on an employee and I don't call it out, or a
Right.
spaghetti strap will walk in and I
Because
don't call
it's
it out
tasteful.
because it depends on the situation.
And how
But
it's styled and
Yes,
yada
yes, yes,
yada.
yes,
But
yes,
how do you
yes.
write that down and how do you apply it consistently?
I struggle,
Yeah.
and that is why we're having an episode, I think,
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah,
I did, by the way, look up the law on this, which we can get to.
What? We're
Yes.
getting the cops involved?
Yes, again,
Hell yeah.
again.
Again.
Okay, this is one thing that I'm really a stickler on. Now, those other things I'm kind of cash about.
A little loosey goosey.
Right, but if you are wearing pants that are too long for you, and you're going to trip, you're going to climb up and
What?
down a ladder.
Yes, you have
You know what?
ladders.
Yes, I have ladders. I have glass
Right.
in the framing room. I have like big
Pants that are too long.
that cause you to trip or like
I've never
oh,
thought
I've
about
seen
it.
that in my store. So I had to write it down.
I love that.
Okay, here's
I love
another
that
thing.
one. That's practical.
Butterfly sleeves are not allowed in my store.
what?
You
What
know,
is it?
you know what I mean. Like you have a shirt and it has the sleeve drapes down a
It's
lot.
not a butterfly sleeves. It's like a
Bell?
cowl, not a cowl, a bell sleeve. Yeah.
Okay, bell or butterfly or whatever. Drapey long sleeves.
We don't want your fluttery sleeve bullshit.
No.
It's stomping ground.
Why not? You may
you're
ask.
framing?
Because I'm framing.
Yes.
So those sleeves can get caught in the mat cutter. Do you know what I mean?
And
In the
you could
glass cutter,
you could
you could
cut your
drag
finger
your
off.
sleeve across the customer's art and scuff it somehow,
Right.
Or knock it off the table and it's
Catch
on the
something.
floor. It's just awful. You can't do it.
That's
so I
interesting.
have.
So that's like a trade
That's-
specific
yeah,
dress code.
It's important in my store. I'm getting mad.
I like
right
it.
now. I'm
I
getting mad.
like it. I like the rage.
Here's another one. There are nails and there are staples and there are shards of glass around the store all the time because
these
I'm a
trade-specific
frame
ones.
store,
Yes.
right? So you can't wear open-toed shoes at my store. I don't allow it. I will send somebody home for that. Absolutely.
Smart.
And it's a bummer for me because I got some cute shoes too
Cute
that I might
sandals.
want. I've got painted toenails
Right.
right now. They're painted, but nobody gets
They look
to see them
adorable.
except
No
for you
one
and
gets to
Kelly.
see them.
Right.
The honey fetish man will never see your toes.
So no open-toed shoes at my store,
And that's smart.
That's just
Who could call you unreasonable for that?
right. I think OSHA would be very proud of me for that. As a matter
I
of
think
fact,
they really would be. Maybe they'll sponsor this episode.
But speaking of OSHA and the law, like I did look up ahead of recording for once, rather just like on
so we
mic.
didn't
I'm
have
like,
to, like,
maybe we
stop
should have looked
and-
that up.
Let's Google it. All right. And what did you find?
Well, pretty much in New York State, at least, you're allowed to make a dress code that suits your business.
Right.
No matter what you think that dress code should be, as long as it isn't gender discriminatory,
Right.
religious. Like
Okay.
you can't have religious discrimination in your dress code.
Right.
You can enforce a dress code based on, say, like piercings or tattoos or things like that. I think, from what I was
Oh,
reading.
yeah. Like you can't wear your nose ring to work or something like
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Or you couldn't wear your earrings to work if you want to make it
Maybe,
more normal.
especially in a factory where it's kind of
yeah.
dangerous. But then I was thinking, like, what if I don't know why my mind goes here, but what if I had a employee who had Hail Satan tattooed on her arm or
Her neck.
right, sure. Right. Or her forehead, for instance.
Yeah, let's
and
put
I
it
was
on her
like,
forehead.
Your Hail Satan tattoo is disconcerting to my customers. But then they could be like, but I'm a Satanist.
And then is it religious discrimination?
But then I was thinking, okay, well, what if it said repent? Like, what if it was a Christian instead of a Satanist and they
Yeah.
had repent tattooed
On their forehead, as they often do.
Like, I just was curious about how, what rabbit holes you could go down with this kind of stuff.
Or like if you have, I love using our explicit rating to the max, but like if you have fuck off
Yes.
tattooed across your forehead, but you're the
Yes.
best framer in the world, what are you going to do? Like, do you say, hey, could you like wear a headband? Maybe.
I don't know, but
Maybe you just have a conversation. I don't know, but is that dress code? I don't know.
I think part of what makes me uncomfortable is because I don't actually like telling people how to dress. If you want to have
Right.
Hail Satan on your forehead, God bless it, or Satan bless you. I love that for you.
You do you. Right. And I think I feel the same way. Like, I don't choose to present myself in certain ways, but I mean, am I perfectly comfortable saying how I think someone should dress to look the best in my opinion? Yes. Did you follow me there?
Yeah.
All right. I'm perfectly comfortable with doing that. Maybe too comfortable. But I'm not going to actually, I don't want to ever, like, wear what you want to wear what you're comfortable in, wear what you feel like is the best thing that expresses yourself. Like, everybody comes from different, like you said earlier, everybody comes from different upbringings, cultures, perspectives. It's also just so subjective.
Yes.
But when you're running your small business, you have to think about how you want your business to be presented, you yourself personally. But I think you also have to think about how you want the customers to perceive your business and your standards and your presentation. And so I think it's a tough topic, and I think it's interesting, which is why we're here talking about it. Because you don't really want to tell anyone how to dress, but at the same time, they're in your small business box. And sometimes it's just a matter of like, you want your box to look a certain way, Like, let's just say your whole store is polka dots. You might want your employees to wear polka dots to look a certain way in your store.
Absolutely.
And that's okay.
I really think it is super business specific, which we've already kind of agreed on. But
I think this is going to take us down another avenue of, like, we've talked about the really hard to define dress code, like, and hard to enforce, like, no midriff, except if it's a really cute matching
if it's
set.
cute, and except if I'm doing it.
And I'm doing it, and whatever. No spaghetti straps unless it looks great. So it's like, those are really hard to enforce. I sometimes think it's so much easier to enforce the blue jeans and green polo, or to take a local business nearby. We have this old 50s drive-in diner in Waterloo, New York, Max Drive-In. And famously, the girls wear these plaid pleated skirts and a Max t-shirt. And, I mean, they're wrapped around shorts, and, like, it's not like they're out there in these little short things, but, like, that's the uniform. Everybody wears the same thing. It's not hard to enforce because it's just... that's the thing.
Yes.
I think it's easier sometimes when you have, it doesn't have to be a gimmick, but there's a lot of places that I think we could talk about that have gimmicks that are their dress code.
Like Hooters?
Like Hooters. They have it easy. I think that's a good example because, like, Hooters goes against most people's dress codes.
Yes.
Like most businesses.
But I guess that it's all about advertising or branding or image, you know, that goes right back to it.
It's
like
the polka dots.
Yes, it's the polka dots.
Hooters wants their store to be polka dotted.
Yes.
And so they make their people wear polka dots.
I'm going in a different direction. You remember, you probably are so young for this, Marilla, but Stacey and Clinton.
I'm such a baby. Oh, I love what not to wear.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Let's go.
So I think their show was great for what it was when it came out.
Loved it.
And for those who don't know, Stacey and Clinton would take some, I think they would call them fashion victims, maybe. People who were maybe dressing inappropriate for their job or
just life in general.
Yes, or there was a certain sort of tackiness sometimes that was on the show. And at the time, which doesn't necessarily age well, at the time,
not at all.
They were trying to, in quotes, help people.
Yes.
Change their look to be perceived the way they wanted to be perceived in the world.
And see, that I think ages really well. It is a tricky, murky thing.
So have you seen their new show?
No.
Wear whatever the F you want.
I love this.
It's like the reboot of What Not to Wear.
Okay.
Where Stacey and Clinton take folks. There was this woman who was raised Amish and then became a stripper and then wanted to dress like Dolly Parton, you know?
But she couldn't figure out how to make that segue.
Yes, make that go.
And they helped her.
And there's all sorts of different people trying to embrace who they really are and dress the way they feel inside.
And I think that's so relatable as a small business owner. But in a sense, it makes me think, like, on one hand, we all have this idea of what's professional, but on the other hand, I think that there is room if you own your business and you are consistent in what the F you want.
Oh, yes. Well done, Marilla. Yes.
You can dress however you want and your employees can dress however they want, as long as it's consistent with the vibe. If your passion is the topless bar, like, you can all be topless if you want. Like, it's really not so much about, like, to me personally, the law. That's going to come back to bite me.
It's not about the law. Screw the law.
Screw the law. To me, it's not so much about the law or, like, this is going to get kind of deep, society's perception of, like, professional workplace wear. It's more about you having a clear vision of what you want the vision board of your business to be. And what your employees wear is a part of the vision board of your business.
Yes, but I can't go over to their house and dig through their closet and be like, yes, 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 no, yes,
But
no.
do you ever find that you hire people that kind of have the vibe of your store fashion-wise?
Yeah, I think I do, but I don't know. Chelsea sure wears a lot of pink.
Chelsea,
God bless you,
Chelsea. Don't you know you need a darker palette?
But Chelsea dresses nicely. She always
She
looks
lovely,
cute.
Yes. And you know what? When you had your spring windows with your pink flowers in the window
Yep.
and your beautiful little whimsical displays, the pink was fire. Maybe Chelsea was the only person that was really
matching the vibe of the store.
I would just say that I tend to find that with our hires, I don't know if I'm shallow, but I feel like with many of my hires to this date, their fashion kind of works with the vibe of the vision board of the store.
So at what point would you consider enforcing a dress code or writing one down, if not enforcing it?
I think if
what would somebody have to be doing?
I think coming in too schleppy. I think coming in too schleppy, like if you were just coming in with like you said, you don't want like dirty clothes. I think if you were coming in with like real ratty, dirty clothes on and wrinkly, sad shirt, and it was consistent to look like you're not trying at all to present yourself. Like if you're not putting much effort at all into it, I think that might spur me faster than if you came in with your midriff showing every day. Personally, because in my line of work, like in my shop, we're dealing with refilling a lot of things. We're refilling food. We're refilling personal care, like toothpaste, facial moisturizer, things that people use around their eyes. I don't care so much about what you wear as long as you look clean as a whistle. That's what I want, because I want people to feel safe and clean when they walk into a refill shop where they're about to take some lotion out of a bottle and put it into another one and then go home and slob it on their face. It's got to be clean.
Makes sense.
So I think for me, like cleanliness and orderliness in your what's the word I'm looking for?
Grooming.
In your grooming and have your presentation, your outfits in general just need to be clean, tidy.
All right. Well, I don't know where else to go on this topic from here. We've worked through all my notes.
I was thinking one other thing I want to bring up. Okay. We've both admitted that we have worn questionable things to work.
Yes.
Has that, and really, I think I can say honestly that we talked a lot about how we want our employees to reflect our businesses, because me, us, it's all about us. We're the boss. But also, I don't want someone to be caught in a uncomfortable situation or put on the spot. I don't want someone to, like, there's a lot of assholes that walk through the door of a retail store. And if you're wearing a ratty pair of overalls, I mean, I just don't want to give someone the opportunity to pick on my employee for having a ratty pair of overalls, even though I would defend them. You know, I also think about dress code as, like, I want my employees to have a good experience too at the shop.
Yeah, I once had a customer. Am I interrupting you?
No, go ahead.
Okay,
I'm going somewhere with this, but
Okay.
that's a good place to interrupt.
I'm just had a flashback to one time a customer came in and looked me up and down and said, "Well, I guess it's casual Friday around here." I don't even know what I was wearing that day. Like,
That's kind of
I have no idea.
This is kind of where I was going. I was like, is there anything in your mind through the years of being in retail that you have dressed down or taken a chance dressed up, whatever direction, has it ever bitten you in the ass?
Well, see, I think like you, depending on what I have on the agenda, if it's a hard framing day for me, I'm going to wear jeans and sneaks, and maybe he caught me on one of those. Maybe
a ball cap.
Days.
Who knows?
Unlikely, but okay.
Live a little bit.
I was a little bit worried about that eyelet shirt the other day.
Oh,
I have to say. Yep.
I don't think I ever even would have noticed it. I thought it looked lovely on you. Did anyone say anything besides me?
No.
There you go.
No.
You can wear see-through shirts whenever you want.
I can't think of a time where I tried to dress way up and it didn't go well, or tried to.
I had one time it was autumn, and I was wearing this like T-length, like midi-length, pleated black skirt with this kind of slouchy black sweater and these slouchy black boots with heels.
Yes, sounds terrific.
Sounds terrific. I should be working at Stomping Ground. And I'm at my store. I think it was like a November day. And this guy came in and he's browsing around the store. This guy was famously weird, but he makes his whole round and he comes up to me and he looks me up and down and he goes, "Do you always do this whole like witchy thing? Mm-hmm. Is this like a constant thing for you, or is it just today?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? How rude." And yes, I do.
I have an embarrassing story I can tell you.
Lay it on me.
This was not when I was working for myself, but I was working someplace else, and I was wearing, what do you call those big flowy pants? They're just big
palazzo
pants.
Yes.
I had this pair of like two-tone palazzo pants. They were kind of like flowy fabric, very fluid, let's say. And I was like rummaging through my closet and I pulled out these palazzo pants and I said to myself, well, these are cute and I haven't worn them in a million years.
Right.
And I remember I used to wear them with tights. But it's summer now, so I'm not going to wear them with tights.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw them on. Devil make hair.
Yeah.
And I went to work and I worked the whole day.
Okay.
And then later on at night, I somehow realized that they were completely see-through. And I had been wearing like...
I love this for you.
Basically like cream-colored underwear all day. So it's not like they were in black and they looked racy.
And they looked like it was like supposed to be? Oh,
no,
my
they
God.
didn't look like it was supposed to be.
I love that.
So then I realized that's why I used to wear tights under these.
That's
why.
That's it.
So that my panties aren't showing all day.
I had, this is a terrible story.
Oh, no.
You
I
want
love it. Go for it.
Yeah. Brace yourself. We might have to edit this one out.
I doubt it.
One day in the heat of summer, okay, I decided I'm easy and I'm breezy, and I was kind of late to work and I had to meet a delivery guy. And so I'm kind of in a hurry. I wasn't sure what to wear, and I was like, I'm just going to pull on this jumpsuit. It was this one-piece jumpsuit thing, and it was like long, wide pants, but then it was almost like a bib front. You would not like this, Beth. It was very spaghetti straps.
It sounds cute, though. Maybe just not for work.
It was like a bib front. It was a bib front, and the straps went and crisscrossed in the back, and you really could not wear anything under this.
Because there's no room?
Because there's no room. And it wasn't that it wasn't covering everything. Like I said, it was like 100 degrees that day. I didn't feel like anyone would be like, oh my God, how could you wear that? Because it was one of those sweltering days. So I'm like, oh, perfect. I don't know what to wear. I'm just going to throw this on. Just nothing happening underneath.
Awesome.
Absolutely no candle-scented panties. No bra, no nothing. We're just flying blind, okay? I go down. I meet the guy. I'm looking profesh as could be. Really, truly. It was fine. And I'm standing there chatting this guy up. And by the way, the jumpsuit is white with navy like pinstripes, mostly white. And don't I get my period?
Oh, no, you did not.
Yes,
oh,
I
God.
did, Beth.
God. No, you did
Yes,
not.
I did.
I'm sorry.
And it was me and a man in the store.
Oh, dear.
The way I had to excuse myself and
just
shuffle
back slowly and waddle backwards.
Because, I mean, you can imagine.
Really, was it? Yeah.
All the way down.
It was rough.
Just all the way down. So the way I had to shuffle my buns to the bathroom and be like, oh, could you excuse me? By the way, no one else was in the store. He was now running the store. I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And we all have worn, maybe not Kelly, we've all worn a jumpsuit before.
Oh, dear. Yes, the ordeal of it.
Completely butt-ass naked in the bathroom, washing it out because I have to go back out there. Yeah, so I did a full load of laundry in the bathroom while this man was standing there. And then he finally left after I think was about 3 to 5 business years.
Yes.
And I immediately locked up my store and went home and changed into something more suitable. And you'd think I learned my lesson, but I still wear inappropriate things to work. But yeah, that was a major outfit faux pas, and I should have known better. Should have known better. At least wear underwear to work, guys.
And the moral of this story is...
My dress code is at least wear underwear. I hope that someone out there in the small business universe can take comfort from that in some way. I don't know. What are we taking from this one?
You dress in a way that reflects your personality. The stores very clearly reflect our personalities.
Yeah.
The employees reflect the store. The way that the employees dress, therefore, reflects the store.
Yep.
And so I think it's okay to have some standards and to ask that people comply with those and understand. I mean, I definitely have had some pushback, like, why are you open-toed shoes? It's too hot for my feet.
Right.
But tough. Get another job. Not to, like.
No, but I think it's also okay if your dress codes are different based on what your business is, because you're framing, you want closed-toed shoes. If you're a construction worker, you're going to want steel-toed boots.
Yes.
If you are a stripper, you're going to want maybe some pasties. I don't know. It doesn't have to be the same. It doesn't have to be a cookie cutter. If you're sitting at home thinking about what your dress code is going to be, trust your gut, I guess. Mm-hmm. But it is interesting the way it affects the day-to-day and the thought that goes into it.
Even location, if you're in a beach town, running a retail shop in a beach town, maybe your employees wear flip-flops.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Mine don't.
It's just, it's so fun. It's interesting. I'm glad we actually sat down and had this conversation. And now I have to think about my outfits for the next 2 weeks in case anyone comes in to see what I'm wearing.
Chat about the biz, it is the way it is. Thank you for understanding.
We sincerely thank you for understanding. Please visit us at tyfupod.com to learn more about the show, share prompt ideas, or tell us about your own small business experiences. We may include your story in a future episode. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube at tyfupod or at tyfupod.com. Our theme music was composed by Marilla Gonzalez. The show is produced by Kelly Walker. Too bad for Kelly Walker. It came up, I think maybe from a mutual mocking about...
As we tend to do.
As we tend to do.